welcome to the talk show today with two topics: how to learn English effectively and advantages and disadvantages of playing video games. And today, I'd like to introduce two distinguished guests today. They will give you many good experiences to learn and to show the way to improve yourself. Okay, and firstly, we will discuss about the topic how to learn English effectively. Firstly, I want to hear your sharing about the way to improve the good ways to learn English effectively.
Okay. I think it's very important to have as much practice as possible. So whether you're speaking with your friends or speaking with your teacher or anybody that you can find to help you practice speaking, that is the most important part. It's very different to learn, but then also to practice would be what makes a big difference.
Yes, okay, it means that practice makes perfect. Need to practice all skills every day. For example, speaking. For example, go to the park and meet Steve's teacher. Try to practice speaking as much as possible. So, okay, and how are you?
I agree with Steve. Practice is the key to get acquired the language. Let's think about practicing outside of the class. Like 40 minutes or 1 hour in the class is nothing if you have no chance to practice it outside. So find many other different resources to get practice more and more, then you will get that.
Yes, okay, and now we want to hear about your ideas. How do you learn English every day? From you first.
I think in the morning I speak English. In the afternoon I write new words. In the evening I listen to English songs.
Wow, it means that make the plan to learn every day. And how are you?
I think I practice speaking English, for instance, in the park, and I can speak English everywhere. Then, with for instance.
Wow.
I always chat with my friends by English, and it helped me improve my ability to learn English, and I will have more grammar and vocabulary.
Okay, it means that it is relaxed when talk and speak with friends. Okay, no nervous.
Yeah.
No nervous. Okay, thank you. And how are you?
I think I practice all the skills of English every day to improve my knowledge.
Yes. Okay, and how are you?
Every day I often listen to English songs about my interest.
Improve listening skill. Songs, English songs. Very good. How are you?
I often practice learning English with my friends and make the plan learn English.
Wow, make the plan as well. However, I know there are many ways to learn. But with Vietnamese people, I know easy to learn new words, easy to learn grammar without speaking.
Yeah.
And I think this is the best way to learn. So today, can you give all my students the way to learn new words, learn grammar effectively? However, you have to speak it. Wow.
So you said that in the morning you like to practice speaking English. Can you tell me how much time do you spend practicing speaking? Okay, so you practice speaking in the morning, you practice speaking English. How many minutes? Do you practice speaking in the morning?
how long do you
How much
speak?
time do you spend? 5 minutes? Okay, very good. So, if you listen to the way that a foreigner speaks, then you can hear the sound that the words make, and then you can practice saying the words the way that a foreigner would say. Okay? If you're meeting people in the park to speak with them, yeah? If you're meeting people in the park to speak with them,
Yes. I speak with my English teacher in the park.
okay, very good. Alright, now if you ask them to help you with new words, okay, you can write down a word if you don't understand what it means, or if you don't know how to pronounce it, then you can ask your teacher to help you. How do I say this word? Or what does this word mean? And your teacher can help you like that.
Bring my mini and I write the hard words there so I can make the question with my teacher or I speak with them how to speak this word, how to write this grammar, how to read English book.
Okay, very good.
Very good.
Yeah, good practice. Did you say you like to listen to English songs?
No, chat and speak with friends online.
Okay, very good. Alright, so that is a great way to practice speaking. If you find that people would speak too quickly, then you can ask them to slow down a little. And sometimes if they give you a word that's too difficult to understand, you can also write the word down, and then later you can ask someone or look online to see what the word means. But having those conversations with friends online is very good because you don't feel very stressed, so you can relax. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. So you learn from making a mistake, and you still feel like you're learning, you're doing well. So that's very good, well done. Yeah? Can you remind me how you learn English?
I practice all the skills of English every day.
Okay, so tell me, what are the skills of practicing English?
I think in English there are 4 skills. Is speaking, writing, reading, and listening.
Okay, great. So how do you listen? What do you listen to?
I often listen to English songs and videos.
Okay, very good. All right. So who do you practice speaking English with?
I usually practice speaking English with my friends.
Okay. All right. Is there sometimes new words that you can add? Because if you're speaking with your friends, maybe sometimes we just use the same words over and over, and we don't challenge ourselves too much. So now if you try to find maybe 4 or 5 new words a day, and then you can share those words with your friends, like each friend has one word, and then they have to go and find out what that word means, and then you can share your word and the meaning with your friends in your group. Yeah, that's very good. Well done.
Thank you.
Can you remind me, how do you study English?
Maybe songs, right?
I listen English songs about my interest.
Okay. Very good. All right. So, can you tell me what interests you have? What are your interests?
This means your favorite songs you often listen to.
So, what songs do you like? What type of music?
Name the song, name one or two songs that you listen.
Firstly, I see you know the song, ABC songs. And we often learn some new song, for example, Phineas, is right? Yes, okay. Because I often teach all my students to sing a song because I think it's a simple way to learn English.
Yeah, it really does help.
Yes.
Listening to music of the language you're trying to learn. So listening to even the songs for very young children helps you to learn the language. It's the beat and the sound of the music helps you to hear and remember the words, and then once you know how to say the words, then you can go back and you can look at what do the words mean. So you can take the words or in sentences and you can translate and find out what does that song mean. Very good, yeah.
And you can remind Steve teacher again the way you learn English every day.
I often make the plan to learn English.
Okay. So can you give me an example of what your plan would look like?
For example, in the morning I often write new words. In the afternoon I often learn grammar. And I often speak English in front of the mirror before going to bed.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Can you tell me, where do you find new words to learn? So,
New words, you have to find it. How do you find new words to learn?
do you find words from watching TV shows? Yeah? Okay. So watching YouTube or TV shows or things like that, listening to new songs is a great way for us to grow our vocabulary. So when you hear a word or you see a word, I always watch any shows that I watch, I always watch with subtitles. Because watching the subtitle, it means that you can hear the word the way that it's spoken, and you can also see the word the way that it's spelt, and it helps you to understand the word better.
And write down the word.
Yeah, so then if you have the subtitle, you can pause the video and you can write the word down. It's a great way of learning new vocabulary.
Yes, okay. Very good. Thank you for your advice so much today. See you again. Okay, and now Miss Nhung, I want to hear your advices to help all my students to improve your skill, especially listening skill and speaking skills. Because at the school, many people often learn the new word. For example, I like banana, is right? They don't focus on speaking how to pronounce correctly the word, and I think it is a common mistake with Vietnamese students. Okay, how do you think about this?
I personally think that there is no isolation of learning four skills. We normally say that we have four skills need to be improved: reading, writing, reading, speaking, and
Listening.
listening. But it could be learned like very helpful to each other. Like when you read, you can improve your writing skill. Because when you read, you can understand the structure and you can learn more about the vocabulary. So when you can build your vocabulary enough and your structure, you can improve your writing for sure. So writing and reading is helping together. And speaking and listening also. When you speak, you listen also, right? When I speak to you and you speak to me, we listen, we talk and we listen. So we improve our way to speak, our vocabulary, our pronunciation. So that is the way we can help to improve our four skills together. So come back to your plan. You said that in the morning you spend 5 minutes to speak. Can you talk in more detail? How do you speak and who do you speak to? How do you practice speaking? Do you talk to your friends?
For example, come to your English class and always speak English. That's right?
Yes. So you spend time speaking with your friends, right? So when you speak, you listen as well. So you can learn from your friends how to improve the way you pronounce and the way you make a sentence, right? So it should not be separate between the listening and speaking, because when you speak, you listen as well. So if you separate speaking, practice speaking in the morning and listening in the evening, so you miss your chance to have interaction with that two skills.
Yes,
So
okay.
that's my
So it means that control the time, separate time to learn. However, you need to practice as much as possible and everywhere you can, right?
For example, when you are meeting here together in one group, you can speak only English. We put the principle. When you
Don't
enter
worry
the
about
class,
mistakes.
Yeah, mistakes are okay because we are learning. We are in our path to acquire English. So mistakes are okay. And for this boy, he's saying that you will practice English everywhere, right? Do you practice yourself in front of a mirror as well?
Yes, I practice. I read out the grammar in front of the mirror. It is help me
Confident, to be
to
confident.
confident to use this grammar.
This grammar. But you will check the grammar rules with your teacher, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how do you build your vocabulary when you
I can writing a lot of time to my book when I know all of vocabulary. I can read louder.
So by reading, you build your vocabulary, right? So see, we can combine four skills together to improve our English. Because when you read, you have much vocabulary. So that you, when you have enough, then you will produce that outside.
Yes, okay.
So my advice for all of you is keep practicing as much as you can and try to get exposed to the language as much as you can, especially with friends, with teachers, and with foreigners you meet in surroundings.
And remember that never afraid of mistakes, because when you speak, you have to speak as much as possible. It means that you have to give you the habit to speak English with foreigners or your friends every day. For example, when you teach us still, If you are afraid of speaking, you will say nothing. However, if you like speaking, don't worry if you make mistake. You speak and your teacher will give you the right way to make the sentence. Right? Yes, okay. And for example, I really like Joanne's opinion. For example, she often communicate or speak or chat with friends only in English online.
That's
For
a good
example,
way.
when
That's
you
a
call,
good way.
when you call for your friend, please don't speak Vietnamese. Only speak English when you speak. For example, I'm sick. I'm sick. Where are you? Never say ốm lắm, ốm lắm. Never speak Vietnamese when speak. It is a good way, right? Yes.
It is a good way, but besides that, because like Steve also talked to you before, when we talk with our friends, maybe we only use the vocabulary that we already know. So the important is you need to expose to more resources like movies, songs, and maybe English forum, and even video games, which I don't like, but I really think it is a good way for you to expose it to the language, because by exposure you can learn the vocabulary and the pronunciation very well. Different people say different English, so do not listen to only one source. Find another resource and expose with it.
Yes. And how are you, sir? Because I see you want to practice all skills a day. Yes, okay. For example, when you speak English with an English teacher, what can you learn from him to improve all your skills?
I will learn from my teacher that I will learn from my teacher some structure and some vocabulary.
Yes, okay. For example, when teacher Steve say many things today, what grammar and what new words can you learn today?
I think is subtitles.
Very good. Awesome. When you talk about something you can learn on films or video interest. Very good.
And I have learn some grammar that like okay.
Alright, really good. Yes, okay. Very good.
I think there are many subtitles that I can learn from teachers too.
Very good. Right. And how about little boy Vishnu? Because he said that he often learned new words through many videos, English videos for children.
That is the same way that I've learned English before. And my initial purpose is to understand what the songs is talking about. So learning from songs is good. It's one of good resource you can get. But along with listening, do you sing along with the song?
Only listen.
Only listen.
I don't sing.
And do you try to understand what is it about? Do you understand?
It means that translate the word into Vietnamese.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So you can have more vocabulary from the songs, right? But you should also pronounce it. Like when you hear the song, you can sing along with, and you can imitate how they pronounce, how they make a sentence.
It means that pronounce again. Yes.
Repeat.
For example, the song Thinners. When you hear the thinners and you speak again, thinners, and you will use Google Translation to know what it means. That's right. Yes, very good. Because it teach them how sing this song fitness.
Yeah.
Very good song for kids and many new words.
Yeah.
Okay, then how are you?
Yeah. So your plan, I want to know more about your plan of learning English because it's quite like memorable to me. Can you make more clear? How do you plan in the morning? What do you do in your classroom? What do you do?
In the morning, I often learn words and work. In the classroom, I often English with foreigners and my teacher.
So there is foreigner teacher in your class, in your English class, right? So you learn the vocabulary and structure in the morning, at home, right? So how can you learn it? You write down and make a sentence, or you just write down and remember. When we have a vocabulary, the new vocabulary, try to put it in context. Like you try to make a sentence, a full sentence with that vocabulary, the new words, so you can understand more about how to use the word in the whole structure.
Learn by heart new words and use the new words to make some sentences to remember and practice.
When you write it down, when you finish the sentence, you can stand up, try to produce the sentence, try to speak it out, and use it with your friends, share it, and receive the feedback from your friends if they know it.
Okay, thank you so much for your sharings, and I hope that next talker all of you will be more confident and more active to exchange your ideas and give your question and have the good interaction together. Is okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Thank
Yeah.
you.